What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. I have two questions for you, and it's the only thing I'm going to ask before we get into this. Do you like Star Wars?
Yes!
Do you like Legos?
Yes!
All right, then let's get into this intro, watch the intro for the game, and we will get into the review. Let's go!
Now, reach out.
This is the weapon of a Jedi Knight. An elegant weapon for a more civilized age.
Look, good against remotes is one thing. Good against the living, that's something else.
Take it. Find your friend.
I will let nothing stand in our way. You are Judah. There is no pride.
Now, fulfill your destiny.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
Man, Star Wars intros that get me every time right in the feels. Well, welcome everybody to the channel. Like I said in the beginning, we're getting into Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, made by, get this right, Traveler's Tales. Traveler's Tales TT Games. They have done it again with another Star Wars rendition in the Lego universe. This one had just released today on the 5th of April. I played it this morning. I had to get it when I got off of work. I work nights, so I didn't get to play it right when it came out at midnight. But when I got home at about 4:30 a.m. this morning, I started playing it. So if you see some of the gameplay that I'm going to be showing you with obviously my video in there, I apologize if I look tired and not interested. I'm very interested in this game. Played a shit ton of it before I went to bed, and now I'm running on a ton of caffeine so that I can bring this review to you. But let's get into it without further ado. This game, a lot of fun. Just going to say that right off the bat. Lego Star Wars games have always been fun. The Lego universe has always been fun. I've always loved anything when it comes to the movies, the video games. It's always been entertaining. Legos was a huge part of my childhood when I was a kid. I loved building the sets when I would get them for my birthday. I'm a big Lego fan. Don't do it as much anymore as far as the physical Legos, but I love enjoying their products when it comes to movies, games, etc. And this game, without a doubt, is by far their best. It looks great. The polish on it is fantastic. The level of detail that they have put into the Lego designs in this is far beyond what they've done before. It is a more, like I said, polished game. This game did a couple different things as far as the design and aesthetic of the game. Obviously, we've got better graphics. The graphics look better. It's shiny. You can be watching in 4K, frame rate, all that great stuff, you know, with the Xbox Series X or S, depending on which one you have, or the PS5, even the older consoles like the PS4. They are allowing that as well, and Xbox One. So a lot of people can play this game. There's one thing good about Lego games is that they've always put them widely across the consoles as far as Switch and everything. So they're very highly accessible, or I should say easily accessible for everyone to enjoy. And a lot of kids are going to enjoy it as well as a lot of grown-ups. But this game has done a couple things different that the Lego series is usually not known for. A lot of times when you play Lego games, it's the top-down kind of like, I don't want to say RTS type of view, but it's a top-down view, so you're like pulled back looking at what's going on and you're kind of just moving the character. Well, they've done a different approach in this one where they've done an over-the-shoulder third-person view when you're like shooting or fighting or whatever you're doing in the game. And even when you're moving around, it is very much more cinematic, kind of behind the back from what I've felt when I played it. And it makes it a lot more immersive. It makes it a lot more fun. You actually feel like you're part of the action, not just controlling Legos on top of, like, say, an imaginary table, in your house. Like, it actually feels like you're in it. which is great because the Star Wars universe is a fun, action-packed comedy. I mean, a little bit of everything. It's a great universe to have this in, and to have that feeling of being immersed into it within the Lego universe. Combine those two, it's just great. It's a great game. It's a massive game. This game entitles all 9 movies. So you get the 3 prequel movies, the 3 original movies, 4, 5, and 6. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you got the new ones that Disney just came out with, the last 3, 7, 8, and 9. So you're getting 9 movies in this game. And that's from what they're saying. And I haven't finished it yet because it's a lot of content. But they're saying it's 16 to 20 hours to complete this game. Now, I'm assuming they're involving all the stuff you have to do in this game. Because from what I've been reading and what I've seen, it takes about 2 to 3 hours to beat each rendition of the campaign. So if you're playing, say, the prequels 1, 2, and 3, it's going to take you 2 to 3 hours per part, either part 1, 2, or 3 to beat. So if you look at that, that's, let's say, 3 hours. You get 3, 6, 9. That's 9 hours times 3, 9, 18, go from there. I think that they're probably, I don't know how they're breaking it down, but either way, that's what they said. 16 to 20 hours is what it's going to take to complete the game. And there's a lot of content in here, like I said. 9 movies to go through, 275 playable characters. Now, Lego games have always done a great job with playable characters, but I just love the fact that there's so much to unlock. All right, now you can pay the $60 to get the base game, or, which comes with everything that you would want in the base game, or you could pay $70, which is an extra $10 to get the DLCs included, which is what I paid so that I can see the DLCs to obviously talk about it with you guys. So I paid the $70 for that, and you get Mandalorian Season 1 and 2, you get Rogue One, you get a Solo Story, you get all these characters. They're just character packs, but you get these character packs right from the get-go, and obviously there's a hell of a lot more that you can unlock and take care of in this game, but that gets you a start with stuff that you don't have yet, or you can buy them. I think Xbox said individually when I was looking at it was like each pack was $2.39. I just figured it was easier to pay the $70 up front, which is like an extra $10 plus tax, whatever that is in your state or wherever you live, and just get it right away. Plus, I've got more stuff to unlock. I mean, this game is massive. There's a lot of content. I know when I installed it, as far as me talking about it being massive, file size, when I installed it on my Xbox Series S, this is what I was playing it on, it was about 48 gigs, I believe. It was somewhere between 40 and 48, or I should say 40 and 50. It wasn't over 50. I know that for a fact. Like I said, I did this early in the morning, so I'm a little fried on what happened. But it was about 40-something gigs for me. Obviously, the character packs took like 2 seconds to install, so that was no big deal. So it's not a massive game as far as file size, but as far as content, there is a lot to be had here and a lot of fun. I love reliving this universe. The comedy is always fantastic when it comes to different things that they do in these Lego games. They've even reworked it. When you played the complete Saga, which was the other version of what they had of this. They've changed scenes, they've altered scenes, so it's not like you're going to be replaying the same thing with a new coat of paint. This is completely different as far as they've tweaked scenes, thrown in comedy that you probably haven't seen in the other ones. It's really, really good time, especially the inside humor when it comes to Star Wars. It's great. Like there's one scene where and I wonder if I even recorded it. If I did, I'll throw it in here right now.
Oh no! Away! Get out of here!
But there is a scene where Qui-Gon Jinn was getting hit by the speeder when they landed on Naboo before they met Jar Jar and were trying to escape. And every time his head hit, it went to the tune of a Star Wars song, and it just made me smile. Like I don't know if I'm smiling in the video because I was tired as hell, but it's just little things like that just make me happy. And it's just a fun game. Obviously, you can do co-op split screen with a friend if you're sitting there at home, which is always fun. It's just a good game. I would highly recommend this game. I don't know much more to say about it because it's only day one. I have a lot more to go through. I might put up another video of full completion, but obviously there's tons of videos out there like that, so I might just leave it at this, to be honest. But I highly recommend this game. Highly recommend it. If you have kids, it's a great game for them. Great way to introduce them to the Star Wars universe. If you're an adult and you love Star Wars, I mean, obviously most of us love Legos, or we at least have an appreciation for the creativity of Legos. It's a fun time. If you've never gotten into the Lego game universe, this would be a perfect time to do it. This is by far their best polished game. Far be it to say, I would say it's a pretty damn good Star Wars game too, in my opinion. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that You can like or dislike, whatever you want, but hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notifications if you are subscribed. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, thank you again. And without that, we will come back with another video here next time I have something to review, and we will catch you next time. Take it easy.